Can y'all hear me? I usually don't have to have a microphone. Sorry about that. Welcome. Thank you very much, Rotarians, for hosting us of New Smyrna Beach. Thank you for choosing this lovely, lovely venue that's been around for a long time. I'm Lillian Conrad. I am your president of the chamber this year, and I have been a SCORE volunteer for the last 5 years, and that is how come I am a member of the chamber. I do not represent my own business, I represent SCORE. And I thank all of you who have participated in SCORE over the many years that SCORE has been involved in Volusia-Flagler County. Pam Bragnacio is the president of the Rotary Club, and I would love for you to have some things to say for us.
Okay, I can do that. I'm going to actually have a few co-speakers on this. For all of you that know me in my daytime role as city manager, I'm also Rotary president this year. Judy Riker actually got me into Rotary about 5 years ago. And Judy told me at the time, you guys have probably figured out that most of the Rotarians tonight, you already knew. It's your neighbor, it's your friend, it's your business partner. We are you in a sense of the community. For us, for Rotary, probably the four-way test says it all. Is it the truth? Fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Every year, we have a different theme for Rotary. This year, our theme is Rotary Making a Difference. Part of that making a difference, Scott Davis is going to tell you a little bit about our campaign for Rotary Has Heart. Scott, come up. And while I'm at it, can all my Rotary members stand up and wave real quick? See how many there? You're surrounded, you guys.
Thank you, Pam. I have my props in front of me here. I'm sorry I have to relocate. The Rotary Has Heart Feed a Family project was conceived by past District Governor John Thompson about 4 years ago in order to fulfill a need for an empty period at the food bank following the holidays. And it's a rather unique project in that we furnish a 1 cubic foot box, and we also have a shopping list and also a diagram on how to pack the box. This box will end up weighing about 35 pounds, has about 25 items in it, and will feed a family of 4 for a week. When the project began, I believe the second year they had 67 boxes that they filled. Last year we set a goal of 100, and we filled 125. Now these are filled by Rotarians, our friends, our families, by different businesses in town, community friends, and we did attend the Business Expo downtown, and we did have some cash donations there. In the event you are unable to take the box and do the shopping yourself, we have our own elves who will do the shopping for you. It costs about $45 to buy all those items to fill one box. And we will go shopping this weekend and gather up all the product that we need, and also collect all the boxes that the individuals have filled. And we've just broken our 100 goal yesterday. Thank you. We're actually hoping to exceed that. The man who started this and has spearheaded it for the last 4 years has been facing some health problems the last couple months, and I would just love to see him get the word that we've exceeded the goal again this year. Unique part about this is so many of us open up our wallets daily, weekly, monthly to support charities. This actually gives you an opportunity for a hands-on thing to do. When you go shopping, it takes about 15 or 20 minutes out of your shopping time. It's a great thing if you have children or grandchildren to help you out, to show them what it is to help those who are less fortunate than we are. And also this year we're involving the Interact Club, the Rotary-sponsored Interact Club at the high school. And what did I say about the timer shutting off the other day? Okay, I'm all right. So at any rate, we're going to the high school on Monday, and the Interact Club is going to do all the packing on the boxes that we bought the product for. So we get to involve the kids in that too, and get them to see the kind of things that we do in our club. Any of those of you who would be interested, we will accept any.
Testing 1, 2.
Did I push a button?
Underneath, yes, sir, on that button.
So much for my degree in engineering. I'm not used to being at the front of the class, obviously. And finally, on Valentine's Day, we'll accumulate all the boxes here. And the new Smyrna Beach Fire Department has partnered with us in the past and will this year. And they'll supply one of their trucks and a crew and help us load all these boxes and haul them to the Gifts of Love Food Bank in Edgewater.
So Scott, how can they all help tonight?
I have boxes if you want to take a box with you and pack it. Or cash. At this late date, cash will probably be your best alternative. I understand some of the shelves are picked a little clean right now because of people who have been out shopping. So, are there any questions? I just want to say, we've been coming here about 10 years, and I finally bought a place. My wife and I bought a place 2 years ago, and you guys have a great community here. It's one of the friendliest places I've ever been. The businesses I've been involved in, of course, are kind of service business and entertainment business, things like that. A lot of mom and pop businesses, family businesses, and also we see a lot of owners in those businesses up front. And that makes a big difference. You got a great place here. For those of you who contributed to that, thank you very much.
All right. And Lillian and I didn't even plan to see that, so that's really good. Neil Coates from Boys and Girls Club. Neil was just here a little bit earlier. Here he is, Neil. What we've done with Rotarian, in terms of the Rotarian family, I was telling Neil, I think the Boys Girls Clubs has actually adopted us, quite frankly. But we're going to talk a little bit about international programs too before we finish. But Neil, can you tell us a little bit about our local Boys and Girls Club?
You say 1 hour and a half?
1 hour and a half. Tina's going to turn that mic off again.
Good evening. My name is Neil Coates. I'm the program director for the Aretha Bell Boys and Girls Club in New Smyrna Beach. This is my 10th year. As Pam said, our relationship with the Rotary, the Rotarians, first started with Mr. Carlos. I believe it was in 2016, 2015. He was the president and moved up to Ms. Pam as president of the Rotary. It began, and forgive me if I choke up a little bit, I'm just excited about something. Miss Donna Lee Wynn was a Rotarian that was legally blind. And our relationship began as a partner a few years ago. And Donna Lee Wynn would come to the Boys and Girls Club on Tuesdays and Thursdays to let the kids read to her. And what happened over a period of time, she invited me to her house. Being a Baptist preacher, she invited me to drink some wine, and I didn't. But anyway, she said, we want to do something for the Boys and Girls Club. And that something was to put on a Christmas gift, Christmas program. So not only legally blind, we had about 40 kids at our club at the time. Donna Lee went personally and put all of those gifts together with her little elves. They all put them together for our group. Thank you, ma'am. And they came over with all of the Rotarians and gave our kids a party. That relationship or partnership began, and we serve at the Boys and Girls Club presently now. From January, we started with 59 kids enrolled. But now we have 45 children come each day. Average daily attendance is 45. Our biggest population come from Reed Patilla. The second population come from Chisholm, and then from the middle school to the high school. We are so pleased with our relationship or partnership. I can go back as far as not just the Christmas in 2015, our Christmas in 2016, last year was awesome. The relationship, June 30th, I believe it was, we had a bowling tournament that was sponsored by the Rotary Group, and Ms. Pam and all the Rotarians came over, and our kids went over to bowl, and they raised about $5,000 for our Boys and Girls Club. It didn't stop there. With the relationship with our Rotary and the Rotarians, their hard work, last Christmas, a lot of our kids never get a chance to go anywhere because they're from the disadvantaged reports out of town, we might say. Our diversity is great, but some of them never had an opportunity to ride on the fire truck. Some of them never had an opportunity to go anywhere. So I think the president of the Rotary in Smyrna Beach, I think the past president, Mr. Carlos, I think all of Ms. Jane Hendricks, the treasurer, I think Mr. Charles Miller, I think all those Rotarians that you saw that were standing, they are the group that makes our kids the productive citizens. Right now they're tax burden, soon they'll be the taxpayers. But because of the Rotary, because of this community, our kids are on the move. And we thank you all for what you have done and what you're going to do for our New Smyrna Beach Rotary. We continue to thank the Chamber. We thank the New Smyrna Beach as a whole. Continue to help us let our kids reach that next level of education. Education is our number one goal. Again, as I was telling you earlier, we have a group come over on Monday and Wednesdays, and we have the Rotaries come over Tuesdays and Thursdays to help with homework. We call it powwow, academic learning success. But our garden that we're putting together, Donnelly was very instrumental in coming to help us with that garden. And as you all know, Donnelly passed. I was at that funeral. My companion passed just a month after that. A lot of it was at her funeral. But she will be a part of my life forever. She said this in closing. She had two men that she really liked in this organization, and they two happened to be black. That was Ron Blackwood and Neil Coates. And that really struck a part, not because I'm black, but because she struck a part in my heart that she showed her love and compassion to our organization. The same as Ms. Pam, Mr. Carlos, and the rest of this Rotary group. And I can't call all by name, but if you would, some of you are standing, the rest of you would stand, I just want to salute you and let you know that we love you and our kids do too.
All right, all of our tutors and
All of our gardeners and our tutors, and I have one thing that I want to say, that we're on a small budget, but Ms. Pam, I'm so proud of what I'm so proud of what you and your organization has done for us. We want to give you this small token, the Boys and Girls Club.
I will wear it proud.
The Boys and Girls Club.
Got it, Carlos? We're good? All right. Oh, here, Neil. All right, you guys. We do lots of photos in Rotary. We know you guys do that too.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you. All right, you guys. We have one more. Rotary also has very much international connection. We're at the 125th anniversary in terms of our foundation on Rotary. We've got Bill and Al who have been very instrumental in a Haitian fish farming, self-sustainable project down there. Bill, are you going to cover that, or is Al Leonard?
Yeah.
Guys, I think Al nominated Bill.
Bill has the mic.
He'll never stop talking.
I know.
I'm very unaccustomed to public speaking. However, when I get started, I can't stop, so bear with me. If Pam yanks the mic away from me, you'll understand. But I'm very, very proud of what our club has done helping the Haitian people help themselves. About 22 years ago, our club started a project to provide Haiti with tilapia, or, excuse me, the technology of aquaculture. We developed a grant application to start the project. We were fortunate in hiring Valentine Abbey, the guy on the top right over there. He's the most benevolent person I have ever known. He has taken that project to success. He has marvelously combined entrepreneurship with humanitarian endeavors. He has provided employment for over the statistics in the sheet that I handed out to you, double the statistics, double the figures in that, because that's old data. But anyway, he has provided employment as entrepreneurs for over about 400 families in the fish growing business. They are entrepreneurs. They earn about $3,000 a year, which in Haiti is big money because the average income in Haiti is about $400 a year.
Wow.
In addition to that, excuse me, with the profits and the proceeds that his foundation has made through fish farming, he has built homes for 250 Haitian families who previously lived in mud huts with no floors, no plumbing, no etc. He put them into modern apartments with running water, indoor plumbing, and solar power. In addition to that, he now provides schooling, one meal a day and tuition for about 300 children for schooling. The Kellogg Foundation is in the process of building 42 schools in Haiti. Excuse me, and the Kellogg Foundation has asked Val to train another 146 families in the fish growing business as entrepreneurs. I can't brag enough about what Dr. Valentine Abbé has